I think that another concern that people are looking at too, though, with this rise in interest rates is home prices. You know, people are concerned if home prices, you know, buyers, of course, want home prices to come down. Sellers, of course, want home prices to stay at where they are. So I think it's good to kind of like prep people for what we can expect with home prices this year as these rates go up.
Yeah, and I mean, it's tough to say. I would think that most signs point to prices slowly continuing to increase. I don't really see different prices just because of inventory, right? Supply and demand, just like on the mortgage. You know, there is a lot more demand than there is supply. You know, it's going to be tough to see prices really coming down. And I don't think anybody who's putting their, you know, who's putting their bets in on higher interest rates slowing down this market, I just don't see it happening because of where rates still are, right? You know,
so low.
You know, 3.5%, you know, to be able to fix in your cost of living, you know, for 30 years, that is an incredible rate. Yes, when you compare it to, you know, the 2.75 you may have been able to lock in, you know, a year and a half ago, or even possibly over the summer at some point. Yeah, all right, it's higher, but historically it is extremely affordable on the interest rates. You know, home prices do take a little bit of wind out of that sail, but it's something that we need to be prepared for. And buyers who look at prices and they say, wait a minute, you know, I don't want to pay this much for this house because it's sold for $100,000 less 3 years ago, they're now seeing that house has gone up another 50,000 or 100,000. So there is a cost of waiting, right? There's a cost of waiting as rates go up and values continue to creep higher. You know, and definitely something to evaluate, and always something to compare to rent, because rent, you know, rent is one of those things that doesn't get a lot of attention, but you know, rental cost is going up just as much as home prices and rates, and that's not fixed in, right? If you're renting something for $2,500 this year, that rent can go up to 27, 28, 3,000. That can continue to go up. You can't fix it in like you can on the home ownership side. So if anybody, again, wants to look at scenarios like that, numbers like that, cost of waiting, rent versus buying, we use a software called Mortgage Coach. Mortgage Coach is extremely transparent. It shows you these options, not only side by side, but over time, right? What does this look like over 5 years, 10 years, 30 years? You know, again, I'm a big numbers guy. So